Let's get it. Alright, here we go. This is a teal dyed maple burl with obviously a epoxy resin hybrid combination. I mean, you're not going to see anything like this. It's got a nice wrap on it up into a full segment. With little dashes of color. Here we have another hybrid piece. Impregnated Buckeye Burl, Bird's Eye Maple up here. And then you have Purple Heart, which is a nice addition. And then you also have Bloody Jasper. So there is a lot of resin in this piece. A very plum type color. And also those little purple rings. Nice addition. Of course, as always, this is a one of one. Alright guys, this is TvMike. I'm cutting a new promo for my living room. It's not very high tech, but it does get the job done. So this is a demo of our sponsor's TV streaming service, which you can check out on your Android box, 4K Fire Stick, your phone, or any other Android platform where you can install an application. And I do have a list of them that you can check out. I recommend the 4K Fire Stick with Ethernet actually is the #1 choice. But let's get into it here. We have over 5,000 links that are optional up here. You can go through them and find them yourself. Here is some of the basic networks. I'm going to scroll through here. This is basically your extended cable channels. There's a lot of stuff thrown in here extra as well. I'm not going to play anything directly because it just takes too much time. So I'm going to try to cut this video down to 2 minutes. We go over here to US locals. These are your affiliates and statewide news and stuff like that. The list is very impressive. I can't say we have everything, but there's about 600 options in there for you to look at. We have the Canadian networks, we have the UK networks. You can watch billiards under Sky Sports pretty often. Here's our movie section where you can watch a lot of premium movie channels listed on the left. There's as many as you probably want to get your hands on. This section right here, not available in the trial, but it is available for the full license. It is the fights and wrestling and boxing and UFC, stuff like that. We've got all our major sports networks, packages, football, baseball, basketball, and all that kind of stuff. We have international channels. Check out the Latino section. Check out the Filipino section. There's an Indian section. There's probably pool on certain places. You got special network for the DAZN events. We got Canadian networks. We got a favorite section, which I'll teach you how to use by just going into any channel, clicking on it, hold down the button, and it says add to favorite. Once you add it to a favorite, it's in this section over here. Then you don't have to look for it anymore. Alright, so we're getting up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is TvMike. Check out our sponsors streaming TV service. We also have a VOD add-on, stands for video on demand, but I'm not even going to get into this here. It will be provided as a trial. Hit us up, send a message, check it out today.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in.
Hey, what's up? It's TvMike. I'm joined with Tim de Ruyter from the Netherlands for this very special match. It's a Final Four in the straight pool. Listen, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm going to root for Max, and you can root for the European.
Well, that was definitely the plan beforehand, anyway. So that's great. Uh,
Okay.
no, I mean I gotta say I'm a little bit surprised to see Max in the last four because I didn't really know he played that great straight pool.
He's one of the
Um,
American guys that have played it for a while.
yeah,
And,
so
and he's played
yeah,
really good. He's put up some good numbers.
yeah, I believe that. I mean, this is always every year is a tough field. American straight pool championships before have always been strong. So to make it to the last four, you probably have beat a lot of champions to get there. And he did beat John Mora 150 to 13
That
in
was
the last.
yesterday. He had a great run. And then he beat Shane in the qualifier, and that wasn't all about runs or anything, but I did that game. You got to go watch it. I mean, it was really cool, man. It was great, actually.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what Max can do. I mean, obviously everybody knows how well Thorsten plays straight pool.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, I mean he doesn't really need any introduction according this game or any game. So this is a this is a tough opener. I mean, I don't think if he makes the one, I don't think there's a plant like a combination in the bottom of the rack. That would really be nice if he can have a combo on the nine. Oh, he makes a tough one. He has a shot here. He might have the three in the side, three in the side, or a 12-9 combination in the corner and split the rack. No, three in the side. Oh, this is a good chance to put some pressure. Make the three, float forward, split the rack from the 11.
You got it. And now he's got another break shot. Let's go, USA.
Well, I think he would have liked to have a little bit more angle on the 11, though.
Oh, you got to ruin it for me.
No, no, no. It's still fine. He can still. I think he can stun in between the 4 and the 6, and play with draw to go in there and then crawl to the center of the table with the draw. But I mean, more natural angle would have been nicer. Now he has to punch the ball more. But yeah, you can shout "Go USA." That's fine.
Listen, Annie's from Ohio.
Okay, yeah, you got me there. You see, but because he had to pound the cue ball out, and that's where the rack didn't really open up. Didn't have enough juice on it.
He's in a trap.
Well, and especially if you look at how these two balls are laying, there's not so many positions where you can have cover. He's looking maybe at something aggressive, or can he still play the 4 on the side? I don't think so.
I've seen a few instances lately where they took fouls and even three fouled each other, and that was wild because they lost like 15, 16 points and then redid the rack.
Yeah, but if you don't lose, your opponent can't win. It's a different perspective, but this is very common. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he taps the cue ball just softly into the 10 and
Right.
just takes minus 15
Yeah.
or 16.
Well, it'll be -1 until he does it three fouls,
Yeah,
consecutive three fouls. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's, well, total is minus 18 because two fouls and then you make a foul
Oh,
and
okay,
minus
yeah.
15. So I
My
think it's
math has
still,
always been bad.
well, I might be 1 point off though. I mean, yeah, but what else do you play here? Like there's no way you can get safe, or at least I don't really see much. Like I'd rather take three fouls.
I think he's just trying to create some more separation, but like, man, that's crazy. Because unless it's pinned between those two balls, he leaves him that shot to the corner for sure.
And the worst thing is that look at what a starter Thorsten has. Like he will float his 10 in, get on the 9, makes the 9 and busts the couple balls in the center.
Yeah, there you go. Now he's off to the races.
Yeah, this is a great start. I mean, to get yourself into stroke in this match is huge. I'm just quickly finishing up my dinner on the side, so if you hear any weird food noises or anything, then my apologies.
Oh, you're good. I just woke up. It's noon here, but I just woke up at like 11:30.
Okay, interested to see why he did not take the 9, because I would not want to wait too long with opening up those couple balls. So he's gonna set up for the 9 here. So now he's gonna try and catch a little piece of the 6 on the right side and then run into the 8 and the 4. And possibly the 8 will push the 2 out enough to have a break shot. No. Still alright. The 6 could be a break shot, a little bit high. In general, for those high runs, I usually find the first couple racks the most difficult because when you get the speed and the stroke, then it's just a matter of making sure the rack opens up on the break shot. Ooh. Well, just barely went by the 2. We'll have to take the 8 to the top left corner. Could be a little bit more shaky shot. Should be fine. A short distance with the 8. So probably 7-2, 15-6. Oh, I like that little nudge he's played there. Wanted to have the break shot a little lower. Got a little bit close to the long rail though, so the window to leave yourself a nice angle on the 6 is a little smaller now. He's left himself great here. 2 rail shape, possibly 3. Just tell yourself to softly bump the third rail. That's the target here. How is the speed? Yeah, it's good. Good shot here. Nice break shot, and basically a free gift for Thorsten to possibly run. If you run 80 or 90, you play safe and you run 60, it's 2 innings, and not many people will beat that. That is just crazy. He drew the cue ball off the side pocket point. Scratches all the way in the top left corner. Wow. Still did lose the cue ball quite a bit on the break shot. Played with too much draw. So that makes it only 10 points for Thorsten. Maybe some early nerves for both. So what you're trying to look for is a ball near the stack you can attack on. And if you run into the stack, that you always have a backup. So in this case, he's probably playing for 6 or 13, the bottom 2 balls on that little stack. And if he runs into the stack, if he pushes it out a little bit, he is super high percentage to either have the 1 or the 8. So as long as you play a comfortable speed, you don't lose the cue ball, so you scratch. This is a good chance to open things up. Well, that was the first chapter. Still has that little cluster. Of course, now the 9 does go to the bottom right. The 9 and the 11 ball, I believe it is. So slowly it's already starting to open up. Could play this combination on the 8, leave the 5 in front of the pocket, and play the 10 to run into the balls again. Unless he's going to try and leave the 10 there because it could be a break shot, but he could potentially still make another one. He can go forward for the 10, shape on the 3, and then make the 3, run into that cluster again, and always have the 1 ball available. Well, he is taking a different route. Now, the only thing is if he runs into the balls, he could potentially not have the 3 ball anymore. And you never know because the 15 is also not in front of the pocket. It's not guaranteed to be on the 15. Yeah, now not saying it's not open, but the 9 and the 14. If the 14 doesn't go in the bottom left, you're still a little bit in trouble. Well, let's see what he plays. I don't see him bumping the 9 or the 14 here. But time is running out. He has to start clearing some path. So he went to play on this 11 ball, I believe it is. The 9 might be just enough out to be a break shot. And if the 14 goes to the bottom left, he could go 11, 3, 2, or 14, or 14, 2. So he gets back to the table quite fast after that safety mistake. Thorsten only ran 10 points. Does have a good angle here. If he gets to the center of the table, just leave yourself not a huge angle, but leave yourself a shot to where you're guaranteed, you feel like you're guaranteed to make it, but it has plenty of angle to bust open the stack. And again, he has put himself too straight on this 9 ball. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have an angle, but it's not a lot to work with. Okay, still managed to at least open up a couple balls to work with, but this is quite the cut on the 6. Opposite hand. America's favorite tool to use on the pool table, the bridge. I'm sure Mike loves the bridge.
Oh man, what happened? Max Eberle found the ice wall. He's back at the table. Let's go, USA.
Well, he has been at the table for a little bit, but he could be in a little bit of trouble here also.
I was doing some promotion and chatting on the other stream because I got Levan Corteza and Max Lechner. Levan has not missed a ball. It's 41-0. The other side, the other quarterfinal is your buddy Jan van Leerop over Dennis Grabe. It's 13 to -3.
Yeah, I was expecting Lee Van to do well.
He's a
He
ball
plays,
machine.
yeah, but he plays good straight ball too. Like he plays a good compact game. I'm not surprised. Let's say it like that.
Right, right. I get it. This is difficult.
I mean, he can go all in, cut it, go 3 rails to the center of the table, and then take that 12 ball. But the thing is also like how you're gonna get on the 12. I don't think you can open up the stack. And then what kind of shape are you gonna get on the 5?
Wow. Get out of
Wow.
there. Oh, well. He might have some kind of window, but he don't have much.
Oh yeah, he might still be able to play that 12 to the bottom left corner, but I would probably already have played safe a couple times.
I'm thinking it's a good idea to thin off this ball and come out table 2 rails.
Yeah, or just thin it as thin as you can. Bring the cue ball 1 rail back up. Just I wouldn't go too aggressive. It's still early in the match. Both of them are struggling to open up the rack to get comfortable. So you don't want to give your opponent too many opportunities to get in stroke.
I mean, I think he's shooting at this ball.
Yeah, he's telling me, "Oh, Tim, you don't know anything about straight ball." Oh, he got so lucky there. This is
Yeah, he
brutal.
obviously could have scratched there so much.
Yeah, but he could have scratched. That 12 ball could have laid right in front of any pocket.
Right?
What if the 12 hangs over the side? Thorsten slams it in, opens the rack, and runs, what is it, 100? I mean,
Yep. Yeah. This
kind
is
of
a
fun.
race to 150.
Yeah, kind of funny how this end up, but yeah, it is what it is. He got lucky. Get over it.
That's a great shot. I wanted to talk and tell you that's what I think you should do. I just didn't know the angle exactly. Trust me. I was like, there's a safety here because I mean that's like a one pocket shot.
Yeah, the other thing, of course, he had the bank. Most of the people would have probably shot the bank, but why would you shoot one to make one? Just to make 1 point, and you can sell out a lot more. He is looking at shooting something on the 3 ball, I
Four,
think. But
4 ball combination. Yeah, I mean this would be like
what he could also play is kind of bring the 5 over to the right side of the stack and bring the cue ball just near the left side pocket to where you won't leave both, but it will be tough to play defense. I'm not touching the stack here.
I think he is though. Oh man, this is the shots heroes are made of, but it's also the shot that fools are made of, and you never know until you shoot it. I mean, he thinks it's good to go here, so we'll see. I mean, this it's just like one pocket. I mean, you go for a shot that you think is dead, and You blow the balls open and then you do nothing but sell out. Okay, now he's back to the 5 again. Now he's back to your shot. He's weighing those decisions, it looks like.
Yeah, I just don't see anything else. Most of the balls are kind of like frozen in the stack, so if you touch one, the one might leak out on the other side. I'm trying to do something with the 5 guaranteed.
That's a really nice shot. That's
Yeah, he's actually, it has worked out great. Like, I don't think he was trying to hit the stack, but the way how he's played the 5 into the 12, he has done real good there. Because where is Thorsten gonna play the cue ball here? Like, he might just take
I
a
think he's
foul.
taking foul. Yeah.
Oh
Well, he
no.
didn't take a foul. That's like a one pocket shot. Improving his position and hiding the ball behind the stack, really.
Yeah, it's interesting because Max nudged the stack. That shot came available, so but he might be able to play the 15 into the 2 and just stick the cue ball with the 15 and the 4. Like, just leave it on top of the stack. I'm not leaving that position.
You know, it's interesting because I've done so many things on YouTube and found so many new viewers and people that are new to watching pool. We've watched so many straight pool games, and people are like, "What is this, one pocket?" And I said, "It's not one pocket." I'm trying to explain the rules and everything, and people in the chat room are like, "I've never seen this game," and I'm like, "Wow." I mean, that's kind of cool to see that, but I explain this game as simple as possible. Any ball in any pocket, any time,
Yeah, you just only have to call.
and
It's call
don't
shot.
miss. That's how you
Yeah,
explain the game, the basics
yeah,
of it.
yeah. I mean, the biggest difference is that straight pool is just nowadays there's not too many tournaments anymore. So yeah, especially for new players, this might be a very new look on the game.
Right, right. All right, while we're waiting for Mad Max. What is your straight pull accomplishment? What kind of high runs have you put up?
Uh, I believe I hit like 153 or something like that. That's my highest. And I got to the quarterfinals in the European Straight Pool Championships. I think that's my best straight pool
Is that on a
result.
diamond?
No, no, that's all on Dynamics. It's a European brand.
Oh, okay. Well, that
But
seems pretty respectable.
yeah.
150. That's awesome.
Yeah, but of course, since I've been playing pool, we have played so many innings to just put a break shot there and wing the stack. And yeah, to make 100, if you spend like 2 3 hours a day, you're gonna make at least 60 70 at some point, and you learn more. I think I could run higher. I just don't spend so much time on it.
Yeah. That's a good containing shot. Although I think he's looking at possibly 8 off the 13 in the corner, maybe.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. He plays quite aggressive. I was not expecting him to play aggressive. I expected him to be way the opposite, more passive.
I think the one will get the rail, so it won't exactly be a foul if he just tucks it right in there. Although he was looking at the carom shot.
Yeah, I think if he tries to play the 15-2 to bring the two ball to the long rail, I think the 15 will come out. to the top side of the stack. So I don't think that's an option. Is he gonna? Yeah, that's another thing he could try to do is leave the cue ball in the top left corner to where you leave the 7 and the 3 doubled up. I think I would take a fall maybe that to there because this, yeah, this is gonna turn into a 3. Well, yeah, I think this is gonna turn out to be 3 foul. Like the only position where you don't leave anything and you're away from the stack is on the left long rail, probably around the third diamond, the third dot on the rail. Yeah, he took a foul because Max is on 2 and Thorsten in between made a legal shot. So if Max fouls again, he will have to re-rack the balls. He takes minus 16 and possibly, well, possibly gives Thorsten a great shot after the break. I don't know. He has a very creative mind because he's looking at things where I say, "Ooh, I don't like it."
we know he's got a very creative mind.
Yeah, well, that's a true thing. But I was talking pool here.
I understand. I mean, I always talk to him. I say, Max, how is the Earth flat when all the pool balls are round? Can you answer that question?
Yeah, I mean, but everybody's entitled to an opinion. So
Sure, sure.
I'm not the one arguing with that. But in this case, how many different shots I've seen him look for, kind of surprised. Like,
Somebody says, put him on a shot clock and it'll speed things up.
well, that might not be the most horrible idea.
I mean, most of the time in straight pool, you really, I mean, obviously it's about running balls, but this part of the aspect of the game that I find is really interesting. Actually, playing the safeties, moving around. I mean, there's so much less room for error when you're moving in straight pool because any ball, any pocket, anywhere, so much harder to get a safety.
Yeah, yeah. Like in one pocket, this would have been there would have already been a couple outs in this position. I mean, how is he not gonna make a foul here? Like he has to play a PK, like a small masse shot, no double hit. I don't think he's frozen, so I'm not sure if he can just shoot
Yeah.
through it.
Referee's like, you better tell me what you're doing.
Well, I think the referee said, "Wait with shooting. I have to get someone else just to make sure because uh, do they play with you have to elevate the cue 45 degrees or something or
If the ball is dead frozen, I think you can push through it, but
yeah, that's correct. But if it's not, then I don't think there's a available shot here. Also, make sure everybody likes and shares the stream. Make sure you subscribe to TvMike's Billiardnet.
yeah, the
He's provide
channel's been
yeah.
doing really good.
Yeah, but you've been providing great matches. I mean, they stay on your profile. There's so much for people to look at or to learn from. So, oh, he's about to shoot something. I'm not even gonna look if he makes the ball. I'm just gonna look for does he make a double hit?
Yeah, this is very time consuming on this one shot alone. He wants to spin up table.
Yeah,
Oh
but how?
wow. I mean, I think he moved the 7 with his hand a hair. That's what he's saying. But I mean, look at the shot. We can watch the shot again, instant replay. I thought he was going to go
I
up
mean,
table. He pushed
it's
this ball, really.
let's see. He says he did something with the 7, I guess. He hits the ball, pulls his hand back. Yeah, move the 7.
Yeah, the 7 moved like half an inch. So, I mean, he told on himself. It's not like. So, what is the rule on that? I think they're conferring what the rule is on that. You're supposed to move it
Well,
back, or
the thing is that only in the US you have these different rules, right? So 45 degrees. Like I think they were using the 45 degrees angle rule anyways on that shot because it was guaranteed a double hit. The cue ball followed straight after the cue ball, so it was guaranteed a foul. But if you play with 45 degrees, okay, maybe you also play with cue ball fouls only. Then I would say put the 7 back where it is or leave it there. But I can understand Thorsten is asking because in this case, in Europe,
mm-hmm.
guaranteed it would have been minus 16 in a re-rack.
It might be.
Well, I think that's what's
Oh
happening. But
crap! Now he's
I,
going backwards.
well, he might be at 1 point. I think he's at 1 point now.
Yeah, I mean that's like 2 race cars driving, except for Max's race car is in reverse when he takes off the line.
Well, Bill is saying this is the reason straight pull died slower than. Well, I'm not gonna say that word, but slower than going uphill. So, I mean, it is kind of true what he's saying, but many times we've had shot clock on straight pull and it makes great. And also when they are starting to run the balls, they don't have to be that slow. So yeah, if we get small runs like 20 save 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 20 save save save, yeah, we could be in here for quite a bit.
I mean, the game is restarted. He's got 1 ball now. The official score is 9-1.
Okay,
Levan
well,
is up 74-0 in his match against Max Lechner.
okay, so he's spinning the cue ball, 3 rails up table. Caught the 9 just a little bit too thick. But then still, like this is still okay break unless there is a combination, a plant on the 4 to the bottom right. Purple 4 ball.
Well, he's got something to start with, but the stack is still quite intact. So
Yeah, but things have evolved quite a bit. If you look at the 11 ball, the red striped 11, I think it goes to the bottom right. So if he can get to the left side, could play the 1 in the stack to open it up. Possibly the 8 goes. The 11 is open. So there's options now.
now we're gonna open it.
Well, he is a little bit high on this 1 ball. He might, if he catches a piece of the 7, he's gonna push the 11 over the corner, over the left corner, and the cue ball runs down. So I think if he catches the 7, I think he's guaranteed to have something after. Still, you cannot play this too firm because the more firm you hit this, the more it stays away from the stack. Like the scratch is even close. So, oh wow, he
Okay.
played for the 8 ball, and he's missed the 1 ball. Oh wow, that's not something you see every day.
Listen, I actually really prefer to watch the matches where they only run two racks and then miss, and then play safe and make mistakes, and it seems more interesting. There's more things to talk about. It's more human. Then again, Lee Van Cortez is running 74 balls in a row. That's a beautiful thing as well. But this makes more for more like drama, and I mean, it kind of teaches you that guys they still miss. He either one of these guys is liable to run 100 balls, but they're also liable to still miss. I think that
Yeah,
makes
but
it interesting.
that's also to where straight pool can be a cruel game too. It's just like any other billiards games. Is of course there's a lot of things you can do to prevent bad luck, but sometimes it happens. I mean, how many times I've been in the most unfortunate positions after the break shot, like things you cannot imagine happening. I mean, that's how you play the game. Now the 11 still goes to the bottom right. The 6 might be a good shot, but it's just very close to the cue ball. So the thing is, by cutting the 1, you might run into an edge of the 11 or the 15, and the cue ball will go up table real far, and you might push something in front of the 3 ball. So it's not like you will open the cluster here. So I'd rather play this very soft and always have something on the 6 and play this firm. Well, you played it firm, let the cue ball go.
He might be in a trap. Wow.
Yeah, but this is what I meant. Like he took a risk. He took a risk, and he got trapped.
How does that happen? Like that's just so crazy.
Well, I think it's a way of the game probably telling you it was not the correct shot.
Okay.
I think so, but I mean, on the other side, it has happened to me countless of times. This kind of things. So I never seem to learn from it.
I
He's
mean, if you
looking
were
at
playing
still.
one pocket, this would be a great defensive position to be. Maybe he can play the two ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a couple odd choices. I think just speed. Sometimes I feel Max plays very opportunistic, and that's not a bad thing. He might still have the cut on the 2, which is not horrible. Wow, he's made that. That's a good shot. It's a great recovery because he was in a really bad spot. I mean, one thing though with straight pull, which I really am a big fan of, is that this is a game where many big comebacks happen. Like I seen a couple people talking in the chat, like I would like to see a match where one runs 149, misses, and the other guy runs
Right. The
150
other
out.
guy runs 150.
Yeah, but you know
It's possible.
how often have I seen that in a race to 100 or a race to 125? Like there's no way if you play a race to 15 in 9 ball that you're up 14-1 or 14-0 and come back to beat the guy 15-14. But now in straight pool you can.
That's true as well. Yeah.
So that's one of the aspects of straight pool which I do really fancy. Like there's always a comeback available if you get to the table, of course. I mean, that's just a little side note.
Yeah. And I mean, if a guy is running racks and you're just sitting in your chair and he ran 100 and something, and you're not allowed to go practice on the side table. You come in, you're totally out of stroke. You're cold.
Yeah, that's why in straight pool most of the time the first couple racks. So let's say you run 28 or 40. That's usually where you have to grind through. Like it's not like you just go down and you keep running them. Like you kind of get in stroke, and you just got to make sure you stay in line a couple racks, and then slowly you gain more confidence. You gain that stroke. Well, everything turned out to be good though. He's gonna take out the 15 first because he has to. Well, he's in a great shape. I mean, he has to open up all the pad to the corner. Just a little bit more traveling to do. Like this is the part of the rack where you have to stay in perfect shape. Like if you get the wrong angle, now you're bumping the break shot. I would like to leave I think it's a 10 ball as a break shot though. He was checking if the ball next to it to the left, if that would work. But he's managing well. Well, in any event, pool is a stamina game. I mean,
That's good, Max.
go USA.
Yeah. Moscone Cup is coming up in a few days. We're going to hear lots of that.
Yeah, do you actually have a feeling it can be close this year?
I mean, Europe has got a couple guys that they wish they had, right? And they're not allowed to play.
Yeah, and then plus I feel like most of the USA players are in pretty good shape. Like they're getting good results again in big tournaments. Like Tyler got, I believe, last 16 in the Open. Shane won the Bigfoot. Skyler had a good run in the European Open a couple months
I,
ago.
I think Billy is just really excited to be back in that role because he's going to fire the team up, and plus he's from Ohio. He just
Oh
missed this
no.
break shot, Tim.
Oh no. Well, that's the thing too. Like I felt like he put himself a little straighter again on the break shot. So that means he will have to fire with everything he's got to open it up. And you can miss. I mean, wow. This match, we could have 150 to 149 in the making, but not because one guy is going to run 120.
Yeah, the Shane and Max Eberle match was similar. I mean, I rewatched it again. Um, I actually rewatched it just to see how I did and check out some of the shots. I mean, I couldn't believe some of the shots that happened, the misses and the bad break shots, and left really deep break shots. And I was like, this don't have to go. And then he misses a ball, and it was really something. I encourage you guys to go check that match out in the archives. So we're looking at 13-11 on the digital pool score.
Well, I got to say, they have only been playing for 50 minutes. So it's not bad. They made 24 points.
Ha! Yeah, it's been an hour. I mean, it's like this game will take past 3 o'clock probably, but they won't have a semifinal till after 3 o'clock. Levan's up 74-24 on Max Lechner. Apparently, Levan missed.
Okay, so let's see what Thorsten has. He doesn't have a nice break shot though. So if he gets straight on that 4 ball next to that cluster, he needs to get kind of straight on it to bump the 15 over a little bit to the side. I think he could drop in between the 4 and the 8 now. Angle on the 8. Is he gonna run into the balls now to push the break shot over? Just soft. No. I don't know what his plan is. He's playing quite fast. I was not expecting him to play this fast. Now he's on the rail. Unless the 7 ball actually. He doesn't really have to bump the stack. Like he can go 12, go from the 10 to the 15, and then stop shot on the 3 gives great angle on the 7. This is also a thing many Germans do, is they play very clean straight pool or any game. Like they don't like to nudge the balls and little bumpy bump here and there. They keep it very simple to where I would have probably opened up the balls a couple times already. So a little bit of draw probably. Oh, no, top spin. I would probably go back a ball or two. So now this is a great angle for a break shot. Like plenty of angle. You don't have to pound the ball. So you can just play a natural stroke and you just got to make sure you take care of the cue ball like every break shot.
$25-13 as a score after that run. Yeah, he runs right into the rack, nice and easy.
Yeah, let's see the angle. I think he gets to the bottom of the 7. So I think he will play this with draw. And then you draw the cue ball off the stack to the left long rail. But it really depends also on how full you hit that ball.
I mean, this is a weird like layout after a break shot. Half the balls are on the side rail. That's tough to run all that.
Well, he did catch the top side of the 7. This is a shot he liked to play though, with a lot of draw into the short rail and come back down table, but he has to get rid of the 13 as soon as possible to make sure the 1 and the 3 ball goes to the bottom left. Because if they go past in the bottom left, then he can open up the 7 and the 14. So let's see if he goes to 13. I think he's quite straight on the 10. Okay, so he's not getting the shapes he's wanting though. Like he's really trying to get on the 13 because he knowing that if he can take the 13 out, the one goes past and goes into the bottom left. He's trying to get that shape, but does he get to the 13 now? That's probably a no based on his facial expression. So now he's going to make the ball on the side. He will have to go 3 rails from the 3 to the 1. And then he will have to open up the cluster perfectly because he doesn't want to touch the 6. That's his break shot. Yeah, things are just getting worse and worse. And this is just mainly because he had to wait all the way till the end to open that cluster. Well, he's played the bank, has missed the bank, has left a shot on the 14.
What
And
happened?
yeah,
What happened?
well, you remember that scrappy layout after the break shot?
Yeah, all the balls on the left side and everything.
Yeah, he was trying to open up that corner to open up the cluster, but he just didn't get there. Like just every time the cue ball came a little bit too short, and then at the end he couldn't get it to open.
It looks like 37-13. You got Lee Van Corteza, 74-38. You got Denis Grob, 49-13 over Jan Van Leerop. And you got the arena game with no score.
Yeah, that I mean they obviously chose the best match, in my opinion.
Mario Hiamika,
Yeah, because both are big ball runners.
you should have seen what happened last night when it was Shane Van Boning versus Mika. It was like a concession at the end of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it was like Mika needed a few balls. He gets a shot and he just gets down on it. He didn't really take a look at it and he misses it. And then Shane Van Boning gets to the table and he must have called a different ball than went in because once after he shot, he just gave up because Mika needed like two balls. It was interesting. Go back and watch it, but I mean, without the context of hearing what ball Shane called, you don't really know because he made like two balls in that exchange.
Well,
I got it on video.
I don't really expect him to concede. Like, I mean, if it's just two balls and he pocketed the wrong ball, then I can understand. But
Yeah,
I'm
I think
just
that's what
wondering.
happened.
I'm just wondering what's happening now. Like, how often can they take a break? Because I feel Max has went to the restroom. If we're gonna have this every,
Ha!
let's say every hour, every 50 minutes.
Yeah, let me run a promo here while we're going potty.
All right, guys. We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you. Hit me up. Ask me what you want. I'll tell you what I got. Hey, it's TvMike, and I'm dedicating this one to the Dave. And hopefully I get it right, because this is only about my 55th take on this commercial. Serious, at like 4 in the morning. Over 10 years ago, I joined the Jacoby Custom Cues family as a sponsored authorized dealer. Jacoby Custom Cues are made in America. Hit me up to get a great deal. Let's take a few minutes to go over some of our products. The Blackout Cue, it comes as a brake jump or a straight breaker, available in a multitude of colors. Get the deluxe version with the sport grip for the added power and strength. Also, our featherweight and heavy hitter brake cues are available. Check out the Element collection for a nice, colorful, entry-level experience. Sometimes I call those colored laminates. Move up to the HB series or the Heritage series of cues, or come down for the Mag 1 or the Mag 2. They're our standard line of cues. They come in all kinds of colors. Hit me up. Ask me what you want. I'll tell you what I got. Let's move on to some of the shafts. Our Black 4, that's our most recent black shaft, carbon fiber. You can also get a keel wood and all kinds of pins and variants. You got an Ultra Pro, you got a maple shaft. You can check out our original jump cues, maybe the new Nano jump cue, maybe the Extreme Jumper. We got everything you want. Hit me up if you want an extension. I get those out all the time. This is TvMike. I'm an authorized dealer. Hopefully, I can close this file out. Thanks.
Back to the action.
Okay, so there is no chance on earth where I see him banking this 7 ball. So he's gonna shoot the 14. 2 real shape. Near the center of the table, I think is quite alright. Maybe a little bit more over. No, he's shooting the 6.
That's yeah. I would think that'd be the ideal break ball.
Well, I know you're not a straight pull expert, but I don't understand why he took the 6. Well, I mean, it's not like he doesn't have a shot on the 14, but you're gonna have to leave yourself angle on the 14. Now you have to slam the 14 in and hopefully get the cue ball out of the stack. I mean, it's not. I mean, I'm just really surprised he didn't shoot the 14. But I mean, it's the quarterfinal of a big event. You know, he might be very nervous. Also on that, I've seen quite some body movement.
Yeah, I mean this is not your typical break shot. Let's see. Go USA.
Well, let's see if he can still go forward with top left spin, go 2 rails and catch the 4 ball, so the right corner ball of the rack. Because if you hit one of the other balls, the cue ball will get stuck. So you have to catch an edge. Or is he able to go 1 rail out and catch the 9 ball?
Oh, wow. He failed miserably.
I mean, I just still cannot believe Thorsten leaves you 3 open balls, and the first shot you shoot is you take the break shot, the ideal break shot.
Right. There you go. That's a good one for Thorsten. He's like, let's stop pussyfooting around, you Americanos.
Well, I'm quite sure he did not say that, but okay. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is he's got quite some spread, but the bad news is there's not so many balls near the rack to open it up. So the best thing he can do is get on the 5 ball. Take the cut here, just play top spin. You're guaranteed to have the 2. I would say you catch the 10 and the 1. Yeah, you should have shape on the 2 or the 3 ball. Well, even that 9 ball shaped up nicely. So still has a cluster to crack. 4 ball cluster. So now he will have to chase an angle, possibly on the 3, to open up that cluster. I think if he has an angle, he kind of has to go. Like, I don't want to wait all the way to the end. Well, he did make sure he had a little bit more angle, so this is key shot. He's not going to play this very firm, just play the speed to where the cue ball can never reach a pocket. Well, he caught the bottom. Yeah, well, I think he was trying to catch the top side, so Thorsten in trouble again. Has a shot on the 1 or the 6, but he's checking if there's maybe a plant on the 10 ball to the bottom left, because he obviously doesn't want to shoot that long shot. Well, guess he's playing safe. No, he was playing that 10 ball, but he's missed. Missed the 10. He was trying to bank the 15 into, I believe it's the 15 into those 2 balls laying there, the 10 and the 12, I think. Excuse me if I am not always right on the colors. Now, if he has a shot on the 10 to the bottom right, he could push out a break shot. But I believe those two balls are quite locked. Could take the 15, but then he will still have to figure out a break shot. Well, also lost the cue ball there. Best shot he has is either a cut on the 1, cut on the 6, or a long 2 or 8 ball. Long shot on the 2. Oh, good cueing there. Now he does have a chance to leave the 8 as a break shot. Think I would go 10, 13, 1 and go from the 6 to the 8. Not a big fan of traveling back and forth from the bottom side of the table back up table to then go back down table to pick up the 10. So if anybody has any questions about possibly about Thorsten or any other European pro, I might be able to provide some answers. Or about TvMike, about myself, just drop a message in the chat. I'm trying to occasionally check the chat, so I'm definitely in for some interesting conversations. Oh, he did get straight on the 6, so he's not going to get closer to the 8. But he can possibly draw back to where he is now. Take a little longer 8, but at least make sure you have plenty of angle to bust open the stack. Well, he has played a great shot there on the 6, going forward 2 rails, getting the cue ball closer to the 8, increasing the chances of making the 8, obviously, because he gets closer to the shot. Has a good angle. The only thing he has to be careful for is to have the cue ball stuck in the stack. Because if you catch, for example, you play into the 11, the cue ball might stick right there because there's more force coming from 14 balls on the left. So ideally, could play this with draw. Cue ball might go up table, but at least the balls are going to spread open to the bottom left. Just like this. Just usually doesn't give a great spread. As you can see, the balls, they don't open up all the way to the bottom left corner. And he's facing a semi-long shot on the 13. Well, played a great shot on the 13. Now most of it is open. The 8 settled very nicely there. Now he could run into the 7 and the 3, most likely to have the 6 or the 5 after. Like, still some work to do. The 7-3 is annoying. The 9 and the 12 are quite tied up. I don't think there is a plant. So that's why he's tried to open that up. It has worked out, but could have left himself not so much after. So it was quite tricky. So now has opened up the 3-7, has 2 break shots available, the red 3 or the red striped 11 ball on the right. Yeah, and then now that little bump on the 1 is making sure all the balls are at least on. They're available to all the corners. So now it's time to make a nice pattern. He's going to leave the 11 ball as a break shot. No real setup as there is no key shot near the side pocket. Think I would like to get rid of the 1 and the 7 ball as soon as possible. Just because they're not so easy to get shape on. Unless the 7 ball, I don't think so. I think it will be too low. Yeah, he's taking 7 out. I was going to say maybe could be a potential break shot on the side just to make sure to have something. Yeah, has to get rid of the 14 and the 2. Just because you want to avoid the risk to bump the 11 out and not having a break shot to continue. You could use one of the two to go around the 11 and get the shape on the break shot, but also this is very touchy, so I'm not a big fan. In the meantime, Lee Van Corteza, 102 against Max Lechner with 52. I think Dennis Grape, he took 3 fouls because he's on 31 points against Jan van Lierop, 25 points. Okay, so let's see. Probably he's going to leave himself the ball to the side to go to his break shot. But everything will depend on if he gets straight. Of course, it will be easy to get shape on the 11. But if he leaves himself angle, then things get tough. You know, you get maybe longer on the 11 or straight by accident or the wrong angle. Like, this doesn't really look as straightforward as it is unless he puts himself straight. I think he's done that, so. Well, great shape on the break shot. Just a little bit of over angle, so I believe he can play high force follow. I don't think a lot of bad things can happen. The scratch is most likely not on if you play with top spin because there's so much room in between the cue ball and the stack. The only scratch in the bottom right corner would be off the 13 if it gets pushed out and then you carom it. But I would probably play this quite firm with just topspin. But a lot also depends on what piece of the ball you're hitting. So if he hits the bottom of the 15, he might be playing with draw. Well, if that 13 does go, or the 4 on the side, this is a quite good layout. Has the 1 available to open up the stack again. And even if one of those 2 balls don't go, the 1 ball does go to the top right corner. So he's got options. Yeah, it's having to shoot the 1. Don't do too much. Make the ball. Yeah, did slide in still. I believe this is the 8th day they've been playing on this table. So they're either cleaning the tables a lot or they have cleaned the balls. That's what I'm wondering. Because I was expecting the tables to play a little bit older by now. 8 days of constant play usually makes the cloth wore out, and then you can hang up a couple balls. That's what happens. Okay, now I do like to get shape on the 8. run into the stack with either the 5 or the 6 always available. But he's taking the guaranteed points. I do think Mike still has to update the score. Not sure if Mike heard me. Okay, so he is waiting quite long to open up that cluster. Got quite straight on the 7, so we'll have to play the 10 in the right side pocket. And also, if you look at the arrival, if you play the 10 in the side, you're going to run into the 14. And the 14 is only going to press the 2 down and the 15 to the right. So, not sure if it's the ideal split. I think he could have played to open the stack earlier. Oh, this is looking straight to on the 10. Does he have enough angle to make something happen here? He doesn't look too bothered about it, so I guess he has a small angle. Well, he's grinding through it. He has another shot here to open up the cluster. If he runs into the 3 ball, I think the 3 goes off the 12 and then runs into the 14 and most likely shape on the 13. So that's where I like to go. I just wouldn't want to risk trying to get on the 2 ball to break open the stack and now you get no shape. I would go into them right now. Well, this is starting to shape up nicely. Small run at the moment for Max Eberle. Has the 3 ball, all the balls available. The 13 is a nice break shot. Okay. Now wondering if the 14 does go. 14 or 9. If you take the 9, get straight on the 14. Probably would play 9, 14, 12, 2 to the 13. So we'll have to get gray shape here. Let's see. The only thing with this kind of setup shot is that you're going to run away from the 13, so you're not going to stay close. Probably will have to go near this, well, a little bit over the center of the table. Don't think you can hold for a 50-yard line. The good news is that there is a lot of good positions on this break shot. Yeah, that's the minimum where he was pointing at. But if he runs a little bit further, he has a good angle on the 13 to run into the stack. It's just a little further away.
All right, guys. We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you.
Well, looks like he's made his break shot. We're back from a little break. Think this will be the end to his run. 50 to 44. 51 to 44 at the moment. Of course, he has made his break ball. Yeah, I don't think there's anything aggressive. No way you're going to shoot the 9-7 combination. Is there a 11-4-2 in the side? Now, he could potentially just push the 9 in between the 7-15. Just make sure you don't leave a combination. Just don't leave a hanger. In that case, you don't really leave a shot on the 5 either. I think that's his only shot.
Max is taking the lead, although he's in trouble here, right?
Well, if he is gonna shoot something like this, I would call it trouble. If he just nudges the 9 in between the 7-15 and waits, I think things would turn out okay. Yeah, perfect. The only shot I might like Thorsten to shoot while he's getting his jump cue out, but possibly he could go real first and cut the 5 in. I don't mind going all in, trying to make the 5. Either kick or jump the 5 ball in, because you're guaranteed to be on the 6 ball, and the 5 is, in my opinion, a must make. I'm not saying this is a guarantee to make, but it's high percentage. Well, decided to open up things and take a foul. Don't think Max has a shot on the 14 to the side. I think that's quite narrow on a diamond.
Just want to give everyone an update on the existing scores. It's 103 to 79. Corteza over Lechner. And Grabe is a 43-26 over Lerop. In the main table, which is the arena, Mika is a 105 to 99 on Mario He. That's a real close game.
Yeah, and especially towards those scores, I think straight pool can be very exciting. The score just changed. Mario is up 111 to 105.
I see it. Yep.
So now things are like shaping up to where who's gonna make that 30 or 40 run. So whenever they start playing shape, this is where obviously things get tense.
Is he calling a 3-ball kick?
No.
I thought he pointed to that pocket.
Oh, it looks like he's swinging
I
at
think
this
the
11.
listen. I think the 11 goes if he hits a 2 or the 8, maybe. What a shot!
Wow.
What a shot! That's aggressive, but man, that worked out good.
Yeah, if it lays there, you got to go. But
Now he's got
wow,
the breakout on the short rail.
Yeah, he's got prime shape here. So now, if he runs into a piece of the 15, he can still bring the cue ball out. So he's guaranteed to have the 5. I think the cluster is going to open up nice. Yeah. Oh, and look at this nice break shot on the 7. Of course, he has the 1 as well, but the 7 is not laying too bad to be a break shot.
This is definitely going to be the longest match of this session.
Well, I have to say, I might take a bet on that.
You don't think it would be?
No, because I think Grabe and Van Lierop, they could really grind it very long.
Yeah, that's pretty close too, but yeah, you're right. The numbers are lower.
No, but just I've seen them many times, so like it looks like Max now is starting to run the balls a little faster because that's what happens in straight pool. Whenever you get some feeling, you start to speed up. But if two players do not like to do this, I mean, nonetheless, if you look at Lee Van and Max, 103 against 93.
Yeah, I mean, Lee Van just went out to a huge lead and then finally missed at like 70 something, and then Max is back running some big numbers.
Well, some good action. Let's see. We will have the winner of this playing Mario, he or Mika Immonen as the next match. So
Yeah, we will have that.
that's going to be a killer for sure. I mean, what's better to do on just a regular Tuesday, right? Just watch some straight pool.
Yeah, Tuesday during the day, it's like 1:50 here, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, okay, couple options. Does have a break shot on the 9, break shot on the 7. Just will have to choose at some point. I might like the 9 more because if you take the one ball out, you've got plenty of options around the break shot to get good shape.
I need like 80 subscribers to reach 4,000 subscribers at this point on the YouTube channel. We're getting there. That's been my goal to get 4,000 subscribers by the end of this match, or this event, rather.
Yeah, so hopefully everybody gets the message.
Yeah.
No, I mean, listen, like I mentioned before, you have good content. People should be lucky to have you sharing these kind of matches. I mean, this is the quarterfinal of the International Open. You will have the semifinal after. So I think TvMike or Billiardnet deserves a like and a subscribe.
I appreciate you jumping in with us, man.
Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, I get to learn a thing or two every time I watch these kind of matches. And yeah, just trying to share whatever they feel or whatever they see. This is an interesting pattern too, because I would have liked to take away that ball on the right way earlier. I'm not sure what color it is. Like
I think
now
it's
he's gonna have
12 ball,
he's
I
gonna
think.
yeah, it's just he's moving the cue ball quite a lot, so it's easy to get out of line here. Oh, wow, he's taking the 7. The 7 is ideal break shot. The right ball is too high. It's not too high, like it's possible, but I'm taking the ball on the right all day long and trying to get a good shape on the ball up table.
You like the 7s to break ball a lot more.
Well, Mike sees in the chat, he says that Max ran like 103 points yesterday in his match. So potentially from the opportunity he got from Thorsten, he could close out the match here.
He keeps changing his mind.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like I would never ever play the 7. Well, I mean, if he gets the job done, he gets the job done. But I truly believe he took a difficult path. Like, look at where he's gonna leave the cue ball. He's gonna leave himself long on this break shot. No. This is quite crazy. Well, thanks to Kayun on the beach, who actually, I think he makes a valid point. He says 154 people watching and only 26 likes, top quality pool, and it's free to subscribe and like the stream. So definitely makes a good point there.
Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate it.
I mean, when I look back at when I started to play pool and I was trying to watch any stream there was, I was either having to pay for something or there was not even streams at events like Derby or World Championships. Like I was chasing the whole internet to get something.
Mm.
And now the only thing that people have to do is give a like and subscribe for things.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
That's awesome shot. That was a great shot.
he got perfect on
With
his break
draw.
shot.
Yeah, let's give a big shout out to Digital Pool and AccuSats. Obviously, I've been doing all these games from the digital pool cameras, and they let me do that because I've been promoting the main feed. So thanks for watching the whole time.
Well, it's just interesting how twice he chose. I mean, I'm not saying I'm always right, but for my feeling, like he chose a different break shot
I
than
see
the
what you're
route,
saying.
and then the route to get to the break shot. Like every time I say, "Oh, this can go wrong," and twice he's got that perfect. Like I don't know how he does it, but I would have messed up a long time ago. Okay, so let's see. Probably, I think he can play with force follow. Like he can just play on top of the stack. I think it's gonna hit the high 7. So the 15 is gonna bump out to the left. Yeah, was most likely to get the 15 after. Even has the 13 also, so he has 2 shots. Might be nicer to shoot the 13 because the 15 is the cut and being elevated by the stack.
Looks like Mario he is on the verge of winning his match. It's 132 to 105.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
And this is gonna let Thorsten right back into the match because he can play the 15 run full blast into the stack. Always has the 13 in front of the corner. I mean, this is one of those chances, like the very first chance he had in this match, where he gets around the balls. It's like gifted on a plate.
In the other game, Max Lechner has pulled ahead of Lee Van Corteza. Both players in the low hundreds, but Max is still running balls. So yeah, we're gonna have one more match for you guys. It's supposed to be at 3 o'clock, but we'll see if this match is concluded then. But it will be the semifinals. And I know the other arena game is going to be the winner of Corteza, Lechner, and Lee Rupp and Grabe. Actually, that game is slow. Talk about slow. It's 57-24 is reported now.
Yeah. Like I said, I know both of them quite well. It's not that I don't play fast, but they have a big grind whenever things get awkward and play a lot of safeties, then they're not gonna play fast at all. So, wow, Max is now overcoming Lee Van.
Yeah,
It's a great.
121 to 103. Yep.
It's a big one because the winner of that match plays Jan van Lierop or Dennis Grab, which I would say either Lee Van or Max would be a slight favorite there in straight pool.
I was watching that Lee Rupp. I mean, he's really great for. I mean, he's only 24 years old, I believe.
Yeah, 24, almost 25. Yeah,
Dutchman.
he's been playing for a long time. He's played in so many events. He works very hard on his game. I mean, yeah, dedication, a lot of dedication there. So definitely has a lot of potential. But I mean, I might be wrong, but I do not see him yet on a similar level like Lee Van or Max. But who knows? This might be the moment for Jan. Well, Thomas David, I do understand the fact that everybody would want to see a shot clock on this. But even if we talk a lot about getting a shot clock, there is no chance to actually get it there because we are not there. So that's going to be a little struggle.
There's a good break shot for Thorsten.
Yeah, I mean, Thorsten has been handed quite a couple good opportunities, like winning the balls, already getting an opening shot, like really good positions, but he just hasn't been really running the ball. So let's see. Would be ideal for Thorsten if he splits the rack, gets a decent spread, and can loosen up a bit. Yeah, I also think that the match will run better, that the runs will get higher when they start to play less defense, because we've had a very defensive start, like Luke says in the chat.
Ooh, man, this is a problem.
Yeah, did control the cue ball nice, but I think there was a little bit of right spin on there. And when it hit the long rail, it checked right back to the stack.
I mean, chances are he might have this 5 ball, but if he's frozen on that 7, he might not even have the 5 ball.
No, I think he has the 5, but
He's jacked up
honestly,
regardless.
I mean, this is one of those shots, you probably make a couple times out of 10.
I jumped
Yeah,
up, eh?
you could see how much body went into that shot. I mean, it's nervy too. I mean, it's a horrible position to be in. Well, just to add, I have seen many shot clocks in straight pool. In Europe, it's very common to have shot clocks in straight pool from. I
Oh,
think
yeah?
I think they start doing that from the quarterfinals in the European Championships, and then sometimes when matches run late, they already start doing them in earlier rounds. So, I mean, most of the people struggle with the shot clock on straight pool, but it could be an option.
What is it, like 45 seconds or?
Yeah, I believe it's like 40 seconds and 30 seconds extension, something like that. Which still should be fine. I mean, sometimes you have to figure out the clusters or some pattern, but on the other side, you can leave yourself straight into the side and take like 25 seconds to check out the pattern and then play a stop shot and have another 40 seconds. Like, yeah, there is some strategy, like always. So it looks like Max left for another restroom break. Of course, he's going to do that every hour.
he's like my friend John Mackey. Oh my god. On another note, Mario He has beaten Mika Immonen in the arena. 150 to 105.
Well, also Mario beat Niels before this, and Niels is quite the straight pull expert. So I would have to say that Mario is playing really well, and yeah, I would take him as a favorite to win the title from here. Just make sure anybody that's gonna bet now on Mario, I'm not telling you to bet on him. This is your own decision. Just making sure before I get
Are,
blasted
are you
afterwards.
are you talking to me?
Also you,
Oh
yes, also
man.
you.
I mean, I bet on that one finals in the World Nine or the
in
International
the
Open
Open.
nine
Yeah,
ball. Yeah, I mean, I liked our
yeah,
European buddy there,
yeah. I
Moritz.
mean, Moritz, he played really well throughout the whole tournament. So I don't see a reason why he could not win. But I didn't have a chance to watch a match though. Like,
Yeah, I think he got a
so
little bit rattled in the finals in the situation when he was in the moment. Like, you know, I mean, obviously that guy's really young too. He's like 24 or something.
yeah, similar 23, 24. So imagine how much time he still
Actually,
has
you
to
know what? He's
overcome.
younger than that. So, man, that guy's going to be stone cold. Yeah, he's younger than that.
Okay, so Max is back.
So we would have the next match is the winner of this one and Mario He, and the arena table has the other match.
Yeah, so I actually believe you might have the nuts. Like, if, well, I think most of the people would want to see Mario and Thorsten play, except if you're really rooting for your country, like Mike does.
Yeah, I think Ohio is rooting for Max too, and that's my area. So
Fair enough.
they don't see Max very often because he's not really here. He's off.
He's
You
in
know,
Las Vegas.
he's traveling in the events and he's playing worldwide now.
Well, I have only one request for Max, and that would probably be to speed up a little bit. Because I believe when he had that little run and he had that 13 to the top right corner, I felt like he killed his rhythm by taking so much time. It was so obvious what to do.
He's picked up a few more viewers.
Well, and don't forget, you have 40 likes now. So things are growing. It's nice to see. I mean, we have two professional players here. One is a world champion straight pool, and he just missed that 11 ball. Why does this always happen when I start introducing people?
Lord,
That was not a tough shot, too.
let's take a look
But
at it.
but then again, just here, here's a shot. He's playing with a little bit of stun though, so he could catch it thick by throw. But he's
He
overcut
overcut
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
overcut it. Yeah, that's nice. I see a lot of thumbs up on there. I'm not sure what particularly that does in the algorithm. It might lift the video to more suggested people that are watching pool. That's what I can think of.
Yeah, I think it's something similar to that. I think most of the platforms have something similar to that. Listen, I have to say, even though we've had quite a struggle for a match, I mean, Max is starting to break down a little bit just because I think the nerves get to him. Like he's been playing slow, and it's gonna take a lot of energy to in a race to 150. In the contrary, Thorsten has played fast, so he still has plenty of energy left. I think we could see Thorsten here as a winner. That's my call from here. We're quite even, so I think I would take Thorsten. So I think we'll have to go for 7 as a break shot.
One's in a funny spot.
Well, you can cross over to
Now I
play the
get
one in
it.
the bottom
Yeah.
left, but he
Yeah.
came up very high. Like I was surprised why he did not get straight on the ball he just shot and then go from the 3 to the right side of the 1. Now we will have to run into that stripe underneath the 1 ball. Oh!
What? It's in
Don't
the
make any,
jaws.
don't make any sound. It might still drop. Wow. The thing is, like, it's not like he hasn't been like he's been pretty well just making balls, but he's just been losing so much shape here and there. And this is not something I expect in general from Thorsten.
Max Lechner is really close to closing out that match with Levan after Levan went off on a huge run. This is a long break shot here. There, I got a short promo I got on here.
Check it out, guys. For only $24.99 a month, you get all the live TV channels and networks you can handle, basic and advanced channels, premium movie channels, all the sports leagues, even wrestling, boxing, and your UFC fights, okay? Do you got a Fire Stick, an Android box, an Apple device, another web platform? We can help you. Let's get streaming. Send me a message and check it out today.
He's been drawing this ball way up table. Oh, he didn't do it this time. He just left it down there.
Yeah, but it really depends also on what kind of piece of the ball you hit on the stack. Now, I do know that Thorsten likes to draw his ball a lot on the break shots. But that's also how he scratched in the side pocket earlier in the match. So good split. Nice cue ball on this. And another chance to get some rhythm going. I mean, I'm not exactly sure about the score right now.
Let me get the digital pool update. 68-67. Thorsten's in the lead.
I mean, it's only like a 90 ball run, which both of them easily could do. One thing, though, which I think is very interesting, is that they are wrecking for each other. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if players do this, but how can you expect your opponent to rack the balls nicely, and every time they have went into the rack, we've seen it very messy. So I'm not saying that they're both giving each other messy racks, but I cannot imagine them saying like, well, you have a nice angle on your break shot. Let me rack the balls perfect for you so you can only tap it in and run 150 out on me.
I would think. I
No,
mean,
but it's
there's
like,
that availability. I mean, I've seen it's always been rack for your shooting player. I think that's because the shooting player is then entering the score on the tablet. Um, I understand your point. He doesn't. He's in a bad spot here, right? I mean,
yeah, he hit the shot he just played to open up the stack. He hit it a little bit firm. Like, you might have to bank this 11, queuing over the 2.
he missed it.
Yep.
He needs to play more one pocket.
Well, it was so awkward queuing too.
I know, but I know the Europeans don't really like one pocket too much.
Well, I mean, no, it's not about whether we like it or not. We just suck at it. That's I mean, it's not like we don't try, we just don't succeed. That's the problem.
A lot of innings in this match. I mean, the game with Max and Shane was very similar, but I think there's more innings in this one even. More exchanges.
Well,
I
I
think
would
it
be
makes
surprised.
it more exciting.
I would be surprised if Shane and Max took more innings than this. I mean, it's funny every time I say something like, "Well, I think Thorsten is probably gonna outrun the bunch now." Then something weird happens. Like,
I think the Grabe and the Lerop match is being played in slow motion, like halftime, because it's like 60-23.
yeah, but I mean that's the thing. If everything keeps clustering up and they play safe, safe, safe all the time, yeah, you could be in for a long one. Okay, let's see what he plays here. Does he have an angle on the 5 to push the 3 ball down a bit to make it a break shot, or is he gonna take the 2 ball underneath the rack? Because from this angle, I would say the 1 is within the racking area, so then it doesn't stay there. Well, we're about to find out. Wow. Just trying to get decent shape on the 1. If he got straight on the 1, he was guaranteed to at least get it to the break shot. But
Is there another miss?
yeah,
Wow, I'm updating the score on the Lerop and the a grabby game.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, I think you were maybe slightly too late for the replay, but
Yeah, yeah.
it was quite a decent shot. But that's what I'm saying. Max is really starting to break down. I mean, he made what can it be on this? Maybe 10 balls, 11 balls. So he's maybe up 5, 6 balls. But Thorsten gets this shape on the break shot. Well, so far, so close. I mean, at least everybody gets to watch something exciting.
Again, their money's worth, that's for sure.
Oh, this is hilarious. I think Ralph is a buddy of mine. He commented in the YouTube chat. Well, the positive thing is with his pace of play, Tim will be in the booth for at least 12 hours today. And then, the funny thing is that he thinks that I'm getting paid per hour. It's ideal. So now I seen the tournament director come up to this match. I have a feeling they have said something about shot clock, or I don't know if they started doing it, but
The next
I don't.
round is supposed to be a 3, but at this rate, it's not.
Oh, 9? What's the time now in the US?
2:30.
2:30. So they play at 9 p.m.
No, I'm saying 3 o'clock. It's supposed to be like in a half hour.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I got it. Well, I mean, Thorsten could potentially run 80 balls in 50 minutes, and then the schedule wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we definitely seen some unexpected misses, but then I would say for both players, it's been a little bit since they have been in such a big occasion. I mean, when is the last time Thorsten got so far in the event? And I'm not even sure if Max got so far in an event. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong, but both could be very nervous. I mean, if it's been some time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty big for Max. He's in a quarterfinal at a monster tournament. It was 30,000 added, from what I understand as well.
Well, also not just money wise, but just the achievement itself. I mean, they are both not the youngest players on the tour. So, for them to finally get that opportunity to shine could also bring extra pressure.
Yeah, I mean, Max is probably going to be close to my age. Thorsten's 51. Actually, Max is 51 as well, so we're all old, including myself, but
Well,
not
I
you.
wasn't
Not
I
you.
wasn't gonna say that, but
Not you.
Okay, well, I didn't see how the wreck really shaped up the last couple balls, but when I looked earlier, I thought I seen 2 break shots, and now I see not too many break shots, to be honest.
I mean, it would have to be the 3, I would think. Well, he's
Well,
going to play it. It's going to be the
well,
6 then.
well, the 3 is kind of high. So he can still play the 4, but the area of getting shape on the 4 is small. And what kind of position are you going to take to get to that left side?
I mean, it's going to be the 6 ball, right?
Yeah, must be if.
He's going to have to draw up into it.
Well, it might depend if he can run the cue ball in the left side of the stack with top right spin. He runs into the left long rail, and then the spin grabs to the center of the table. Might not be so bad.
$92.73.
Where? Oh,
Here we go.
stun right spin. Oh, this is what I mean. Like, there's some tables where you rack the balls and you go into them with the same speed, and the cluster opens way better. Usually on newer cloth, though, so that might be one of the things. So now, with this kind of format, you have to go into the stack twice. So that means he can go to the center of the table now after 15, play the 4, run into them again with draw, and then hopefully everything shapes up a little nice. I mean, for him, I don't really. It doesn't matter that much if he runs out or Max runs out.
Oh, actually, Thorsten has 45. I was thinking something else. I don't know. Somebody. Mika was 51. That's right. Mika and Max.
You have to check out the chat. This is a comment Mike will appreciate.
I seen it. He checked with Chat GBT.
Well, just would like to say thank you for everybody tuning in. We've got 250 people live on YouTube now, so just happy to see plenty of people tuning in to see, yeah, great players playing straight pool. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Mike's channel. He's gonna have so much more content for you. And for now, let me know who you think is gonna win this match, because it's so easy to pick Thorsten, but he's made a lot of mistakes too, like Max also has.
Of all the players remaining, Thorsten has definitely won the most straight pool titles. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Thorsten has more experience also, like getting into this position. But yeah, just I don't think I've ever seen Thorsten play straight pull and make this amount of mistakes we've seen in this match. And that's no disrespect, but I just know he's so great at this game. Like this, for example, like he tied up these balls on the left side by accident. This could cause some problems. Like he will have to chase breaking them up. Oh, and then now, tough to reach. I mean, it's all shots he's supposed to make. He just gets in awkward positions sometimes. Okay, has solved this. Now I would probably go 2, 3, 13, go up, play the 15 in the side, I believe it is, and then leave myself on the long rail with the 5. But he's taking the 5 ball first. So does the 3 ball still go as a break shot? That's the main question. Could also choose the 13 as a break shot, but that's not really one of my favorites. Yeah, Biggs, I agree. He did open up that cluster nicely. Had to do it as soon as possible, and he did. Well, we almost reached 50 likes, 264 people watching. I like how there's people also joining the chat. If you have any questions, please go ahead. Well, that 3 ball must look pretty decent as a break shot. Has to go one rail with a lot of left spin to cross over. Well, Jay Bentony says he likes Lechner to win it. Very possible for Lechner to win it. As I mentioned before, he does play the winner of Van Lierop or Dennis Grape. So I think he has a small edge on the semifinal. Okay, well, Thorsten gets this rack done, which was starting to look very tricky. I believe he's now on 104. So does have a 31 point lead. As you can see, the 3 is a little bit low, but like I said, he likes to play with big draw on the break shot, so he's going to catch the 6. Oh! Wow. He caught the bottom of the 6, went into the short rail, and then from the short rail,
Man, this is wild.
The draw started working after the short rail, and it went Mach 9 into the corner 2 rails. Just look at this replay. It's unreal. He catches the bottom of the 6, speeds up to the short rail, and then the draw starts taking. Wow.
What a random occurrence. There's been a lot of innings, like I said, man. I like these type of games. You just never know.
I do not understand what is happening. Like, I've never seen Thorsten play this kind of straight pool. Jay Bentony, I did not play this event. I believe also the 9 ball was full quite fast. So in the end, I made different plans. I have a tournament in Sweden tomorrow. I leave to Sweden. So yeah, different route, but still playing. So hopefully next year I can go to Florida. It sounds like everybody has been having a good time. So probably worth it to go check it out. Well, did play a good shot on the 6 there. Good shape to the side. Now with this 5 ball too, if you leave yourself a big angle, you can run into the 3 and the 8, like in between. And with a positive speed, I think you should have pretty nice shape. Just would not want to catch the 3 ball first, because then you push the 3 out and the cue ball might stick with the 13. So if you have a feeling you're gonna kiss the 3 first, you play this with a little bit of draw, stun draw.
Watch out.
Oh,
Oh, what?
yeah.
Just a
No
lot
draw.
of mistakes, man.
Yeah, but no draw on the cue ball. It started running off the three into the corner. Premium member says the SVB versus Maxi match was tragic. This is funny. I don't know what is happening right now. Had to play with some draw there to make sure it at least goes up a little bit. Well, thanks, Jay Bantony. Will be 4 days in Sweden, so hopefully he can make the best out of it. And I agree with Biggs that because they are wrecking for each other, things are just not opening up. Like it's just, I think that also causes the match to take longer because they cannot. Um, it's just tougher to run the balls.
$73 to $47. Grabe.
So, and that's one of the differences I've seen Thorsten do in this match so far, is that even though the rack is not opening up, he's just a ball per ball trying to play through this situation. I'm not saying it's very successful so far, but he just scrapes those points basically. Here again, like he will still have to push a break shot out, so has to watch his speed here. Could bump this 10 into a good position. Well, that worked. Well, this is a big wreck though, because if you look at the score after this, if the cue ball. Oh, well, okay. I was gonna say if he gets on 117 to 73, I mean it's never over till it's over, especially in straight pool. But things will be starting to look very tough for Max. I appreciate the comment, Jeremy Paul. I'm joined by Mike Warden. He's from the USA. Great commentator. Yeah, Luke, I agree. Yeah, definitely keeps it tight in those situations and just picks the points. But so far, I don't expect premium. I don't expect the winner of this match to
All
beat
right,
Mario
guys.
He, because
We're in a
Mario
busy
has
pool room. We've got
had a
some great
couple good runs
improvements
this
in the
event.
industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank
Well, now the rack has opened up a little bit more than we've seen overall in the match. Michael Cigar, long time no see. Okay, so he's gonna pick up that 4 ball on the top of the table, and we'll have to find a way to still break up the stack a little bit. Could potentially shoot d8, run into the stack, and have the, I believe it's the 12 available. Could also go from the 8 to the bottom short rail, play the 5, and run from the bottom into the balls. So you are most likely to have the 6 or the 15 available. Thorsten is slowly starting to smoothen up a bit. Did he get the wrong angle on the 8 for what I just said? I think so. He's playing low. Could still go in between the 6 and the 9 to the right side of the orange 5. And then now you're kind of guaranteed to be on the 6 from the 15 if you land in between the 9 and the 2. The 2 will bump out the 14-3, so plenty of spread. Well, he even got on the 13. He's played it soft, though. I was expecting him to put a little bit more on there. Well, just a second when Mike gets his compliments about being a good commentator, he leaves, so that's great. Currently at 300 viewers. Welcome, everybody. This is a quarterfinal match in the International Open Straight Pool Championship. Make sure you give a little thumbs up, subscribe, help this man out. He's trying to get a lot of good content from local players to professional players, anything you would want to see. Well, it does have a good angle here to run into the 2-ball. Just play the speed to where you are guaranteed to have the 6 after. Yeah, it's done that. I think the 14 is all right as a break shot. It's a little bit awkward queuing over the 11. And if he plays the 9, the pocket might be a little bit more tricky. Well, just wondering what he has done there. He's lost the cue ball. Don't think the blue 2 goes to the bottom right. The 9 is a bigger cut, but might be the best shot he has, unless the 14 goes to the bottom right. Lost the cue ball for a second. Well, now the big question will be, is that 3-ball laying within the rack? Yes, it is. So he's gonna, or no. For a second, I thought he was gonna play 3, 9 in the side, and leave the 2-ball to the right side pocket. But it just depends. If the 3 is not in the rack, you don't have to take it out, of course. It could be a nice break shot. Well, good to see TvMike's Billiardnet has been gaining some subscribers so far. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We will have the semifinals of the Straight Pool Championship after this. The winner of this match plays Mario Hay, who has been on quite the run this week. That beat Niels Vayen before this, and then in the quarterfinal, Mika Immonen. So will be tough to beat. The winner of this match will have to be on top of their game to squeeze through to the final. Well, it does have an angle. It's quite a big cut. So, not saying this is a gimme. Playing with draw into the stack. I think he will have to play draw with topspin. He might miss the stack. And this is just what I mean. Like, he hit that head on, and only one ball has left the rack. Like, this is, I'm not saying Max is giving a horrible rack to Thorsten. I'm more saying, why would you not have wreck your own in an event like this? That's the only thing I'm wondering. Like, because you cannot tell me this has not happened over and over every match. This is the first match I've been doing commentary, so this might have happened to many matches, but yeah. Even takes a foul. He says, I'll figure something out. There's no way you're gonna 3 foul on this with just one ball being in the open, so he can take a -1. Well, and it's also the fact that the cloth is now quite worn in. They've been playing, what is it, 7, 8 days. So to rack the balls, it might not be getting tight no more. Like, so maybe it's not even on purpose. Maybe the table is just racking bad. And then now, because you're not racking your own, you're not putting the balls ideally for yourself either. So it's a double. And then of course matches can get scrappy. Well, Thorsten could nick the 11. He doesn't have to take a foul here. Nick the 11, bring the cue ball to the bottom short rail to the left. Try to not show the 10 ball. I believe that's a 10 on the right. The only reason why I would not play the cue ball off the stack is because there might be a combination somewhere. If there's a combination, I would probably take 3 fouls. But if there is not, just nick the 11. Well, he is choosing to keep it tight. Just wondering, did he say something there about Max being on two fouls? Like I thought for a second he put up his finger, like saying two. Hi Kane, this is the quarterfinal of the International Open Straight Pool Division. We will have the semifinal also after this, so make yourself comfortable. Yeah, I have a feeling Max might be on two fouls. Yeah. And then from here, earlier he made a finger fall. He touched the ball while being in the similar position, and they took the three fouls. So, oh yeah, he did. He did scratch. Good memory. Thank you for subscribing, Anthony. So everybody that has tuned in that has never seen this game before, every ball is worth 1 point. You can shoot any ball, and you kind of try to make a run. So it's like a continuous game. And the first player that reaches 150 points wins. Oh. Okay, so he might not be on two. Then. I'm so confused right now. Where is Mike when you need him? Well, they might be going over it again right now. Yeah. I think he did not see Thorsten say two fouls. Everybody in the chat was right though. So that's gonna be minus 16 on the score. Max has to wreck the balls and break them. Yeah, I see. I had a feeling that Thorsten did put his fingers up or something. Like he did sign something. So you officially you have to say that your opponent is on two fouls. Well, the Intergalactic Open, I know there's a couple players that might play on that speed, so be careful. If you have any questions, any comments, just let me know. Let's see what he does on the break. Has to hit two balls, the rail, and the cue ball has to hit the rail. So he's broke the balls really well here to give himself another chance in this match. Yeah, this is a good question from Biggs. Why the normal rack? And is mainly because if you tap the balls in the cloth or you use a magic rack, then the rack interferes with the game because most of the balls they stay there. Also, if you get the rack perfect, some combinations they line up every time. So I've seen in the European Junior Championships when Filler was young, Joshua Filler, he would just make a random break ball like in the top right corner and then call the corner ball on the stack, make the ball, and he would run 100 out every time. So in order to keep the game of straight pool real, there's no chance for him to run out like that. So for Thomas on the break shot in straight pool, it is mandatory to have two balls hit the rail and the cue ball has to hit the rail. So they did that because there is a couple safety breaks as well. Of course, besides further through the game, it's just a ball has to hit a rail or go into the pocket. Well, safety from Thorsten. Just wondering, did he leave something on the 9? Or is he looking to play another safety? No, he's left the 9 on. What? Just wondering why he did not push the cue ball to the right center pocket and just not sell out. He's trying a lot to do here. And for bigs, why there was not a ball outside of the rack, because Max took 3 fouls in a row. So that means he has to, well, like Luke says, has to start from the beginning. So he had to play the official break off. Well, only 21 points to go for Thorsten. Queuing over the 15, but still not a horrible position. Could go to the center of the table from the 15, and then he could go from here too. Play the super thin cut and run the cue ball into the 4. So let's give everybody a little update on the other scores. As we already said, Max Lechner has beaten Leven Corteza. Dennis Grab is now up 116 to 47 on Jan van Lierop from the Netherlands. And then, of course, Thorsten is up against Max, as we can see here. And Mario Hay has beaten Mika Immonen. So the winner of this match plays Mario Hay. And most likely, we will see Max Lechner and Dennis Grabe in the other semifinal.
The man's going backwards again, and now he misses a ball.
No. That was Thorsten at the table, but Max did go backwards again.
I see that.
Well, I'm just glad to see that you didn't bet on it. He's on 56, by the way.
I didn't bet on it. I know. I see
Okay.
it. I just updated. The other match is still going too. 116 to 47.
Yeah, I think Dennis is on some kind of run. Well, let's not start talking about the amount of innings in this match, because
It's been a lot.
like I said, I'm a little bit confused. When Mike asked me to do the quarterfinals of the International Straight Pool Championship, I was like, oh, I can get to see some big runs. Well, probably the semifinal will be better.
This is many innings as like a APA 4 and an APA 3, playing safe, trying to keep their handicaps down.
Yeah, but I don't know if you were there while I was talking about it. It's also because the rack is not opening up so much. There's quite some trouble at the table all the time. This is not the easy kind of straight pool. Like, the game can get way easier than this. Okay, so has opened up the 6-10 nicely. Still has to work with the 3 and the 5, but if he's straight on the 14, you might be able to lay him up nicely to play either of those two balls to the bottom right corner. Well, comeback for USA. Needs 94 balls. So it's not laying too bad. The only thing he's got to watch is he needs to get perfect on the 13 to follow up to get great angle on the 11, which I've seen go wrong so often. Like, he should be able to do it, but if he gets a little bit too short or too far. Well, it's just nice to see so many people has tuned in to listen to Mike Warden's commentary.
I think they're tuned in to listen to your commentary, frankly.
Well,
They don't even know who TvMike is unless they're from Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia.
Well, I've been teasing you quite a lot already. You just weren't here, so that was ideal.
Oh, I got you.
There was one guy who said, great commentary, Mike and Tim, or Tim and Mike. And then I said, well, he finally gets a compliment, and then he's not here.
Right.
Well, this is a great break shot, though.
Let's go flat earth.
Force follow. Hit it as hard as you can. Make the ball. Or at least that's what it looks like to me. I think he's going to catch top side of the 13, but if he hits the bottom side of the 6, I will play draw. So it depends. Okay, plays nice follow. Decent spread. Welcome, Steve Geller. This is Mike Warden from TvMike's Billiardnet and Tim de Ruyter from the Netherlands.
You know, you shouldn't use my government name.
Oh, this is Mike
TvMike.
Peterson. TvMike.
My alias.
Also known as, yeah, there we go. Yeah, things are not looking too bad here. Just has to cut this 12 ball in the corner, play with low left, draw the cue ball into the 7-5, and play with a decent speed, though, because you will have to spread it open and always have a shot on the 2, which he did get. So could he even shoot the 6, but he's missed a ball like that before. I think it's quite safe to say that this is last call for Max, because Thorsten needs 18 balls. Yeah, you wouldn't expect him to not get there if he gets another chance.
So there's probably about a 5% chance that we're going to see Mad Max versus Mad Max. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm sorry.
They're both Mad Maxes. That would be really something.
Well, we are not running too late unless Mad Max makes a big run for it.
Yeah, both matches are scheduled for 3, and both matches can't possibly happen yet because the other game is still going as well.
Well, you know, also one other reason why we won't make it till.
Oh,
or
Lord.
we won't.
What?
Wow.
Because he missed again.
Yeah. And it was open position, 3-wheel shape. Do you know one other reason why we're not going to make it 3 p.m.?
Why is that?
Well, because we're already past 3 p.m., right?
Well, I guess you're right. Yeah,
Well,
they'll probably change the thing to like 4 o'clock or something. Officially on the bracket is what I'm talking about.
yeah.
They'll just reschedule it.
Okay, so Thorsten at the table, 18 balls to get to the semifinal. Has a cluster with the 1 and the 14, so we'll have to solve that. Yeah, a couple German fans also watching. Liebe Grüße. Of course, they are rooting to see Thorsten back, especially the ones that have followed Thorsten in the past too. They know what he used to be capable of playing straight pool, and also with how big straight pool is in Germany. Yeah, I do agree with Bruce. Thorsten overall his cue ball has been lost quite a bit this match. Not saying that he's playing horrible, but yeah, everything is on the right side. And like Dizzy said, not everything has a pocket. Some are clustered up. And he doesn't really like to wait all the way till the end. So
I will tell you
oh
guys that you can watch the other arena game with the day pass, or if you bought the package, you can watch that as well on the feature table. That'll be next, and then we'll do the other semi, and then the finals will be on the arena exclusively. It says 7 o'clock, but obviously we don't know for sure.
well, Cosinus just wrote greetings to me in Dutch, and I'm not just wondering if he's Dutch or he used Google Translate. YouTube is
I
a
use that sometimes. It's actually
yeah
pretty
that
cool.
yeah that's why. So okay, let's go back to playing pool. He still needs a break shot, so he can either. Well, I would like to shoot the 3 ball here because the 7 looks like a decent break shot. There is a 10-9 combination, which I don't understand why he has not taken that before earlier. I just would like to shoot the 3. Like if you take the 7, a lot of pressure gets to you because you still have to figure something out. Ooh, that just slid in there. Okay, this is not bad. He can take out the 14, open the pocket for the 1, get on that combination. Ah, okay, yeah. So, okay. He at least told me he used the translator to speak Dutch with me. Okay, so make sure you subscribe and like TvMike's Billiardnet. Like the stream, subscribe to his page. We will have the semifinal also after this. Let's get Billiardnet to 4,000 subscribers. That way he can do a lot more big things, share more matches. He does a lot of big gambling matches. He does local matches, local tournaments, but also international. I know he also streams at Derby every year. So, yeah, just make sure you subscribe. Something that will never hurt, right? Just to like and subscribe. Okay, so Let's see. Thorsten now. He doesn't need too many balls. Like, probably needs 7 or 8 in the next rack. I'm so surprised he's played the short side on this. Maybe the combination looks very easy on the screen and it's just not there. Like, we have to go off the screen, so I'm not sure. 10-9 and has to leave himself on the
This might
rail.
not go in. Oh, it went in. I mean, I
Yeah,
thought he
but
might have missed it to the titty or something, but
well, you've seen also his body movement there. For a second, he made me scared. Well, he did leave himself a break shot. Well, Dennis Grabe on 144, Thorsten on 142. So the other match might still be faster than this one. I cannot believe it, but Mike might have been right.
I should have bet.
Okay, full follow here. Oh.
Not much here to work with.
Did I might have seen this wrong, but I felt like he's played that very soft.
Yeah, we can watch it again, I think. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, like I would probably wing at this. Full top spin. Yeah. Don't know what happened
Kind
there.
of punchy.
Do you have any idea about the prize money for this event?
You know, I do not. It's probably posted online somewhere.
Let me see if I can find. Well, it's Max at the table. Are you going to update the score? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they have a daily $1,000 bonus.
43 to 69.
They have a daily bonus for like $1,000, but I don't think they said the overall prize money breakdown. Oh, might be in the brackets. Oh, I seen it. So first is 10,000. This match, the loser gets 2,750, and the winner gets 4,350. So it's 1,600 jump here for Thorsten to make 7 more balls, or for Max to run. Ooh, I have to do quick math. Well, he did open up that cluster. That really worked. He needs 81 balls.
Rabe has won.
Okay, so to Jason, if they make the shots they were trying to make, but they make some other ball, they can still continue. So in this case, just make whatever you call, and you can do whatever. Just make ball in designated pocket. Well, currently at 75 likes. So apparently we've had quite a lot of viewers for this match. Yes, yes, they do get another point. Yes, so ideally you would want to make as many balls per inning. I mean, if you could with shape, but it's a good question. So let's see. He's taking the 8. The 10 is still blocked by the 15 over the left long rail, so he will have to get to the 15 as soon as possible. Yeah, the biggest question is what is his plan? Because he needs to solve that 15-10, and the more balls he makes, the longer he's waiting to solve that cluster, that spot. Well, Lefty, you think you're late for the party, but we do have the semi-final of the International Open Straight Pool Championship right after this, so you might be just in time to see another great match of straight pool. So is he able to catch the 10 here? No. So that means he has to take the 15. Yeah, that's what he's playing. And then probably we'll have to go to the 10. Then he can play, I believe it's the 7 in the top right. Oh, he's made the 15 and has pushed. Well, the thing is, he can take a big risk. Play the 9, leave himself angle on the 10, and cross over to get straight on the 5. Now, if he's gonna take the 2 ball, then there's no way he's gonna even be able to continue his run. Like I give him really, really small odds. Well, we're almost at 400 live, so he has taken the 2. I hope everybody's ready to see something spectacular because he's gonna have to pull a rabbit out of his hat on the break shot coming up.
Listen, I think the planets are aligning, and Max is going to win this tournament. It's like something that happens once every like 1,000 years.
Hey, as long as I'm here to witness it, then it's fine.
Well, I still got a long way to go, but
Well, I just said he took away his break shot in order to continue the run, and he's missed the 10.
oh man, 143 to 82, and then we switch over. Actually, I think he's got a few more than that, but
Yeah, something like that. I actually don't know. Commentator curse. There's it. There's it. That was my fault. Yeah. I said he was probably not gonna get after his break shot, and he missed that ball because I said it. Well, we're gonna see something creative here
yeah, I see that.
because he's gonna cut the 10 in the side and go 2 rails with the cue ball, trying to catch the point of the rack, and then the cue ball's gonna run into the right long rail and go back to the center of the table. Probably the balls will still be quite frozen, but it will look cool. 6 balls left for Thorsten. Are we gonna get more drama, or is he ready to close it out? 6 balls, Thorsten Hohmann.
Well, we got
Well,
some drama.
like I said, most of the balls were gonna be frozen still. The cue ball didn't really go to the center. No. Does have a shot on the 3, but super messy. Can he go forward all the way to the long rail, make the 1, and open up the rack again? Okay, now is there a 3-7 combination to the bottom right? That's what he went to look for. Well, it must go. This is a big shot. If he makes this, probably most of the rack will open up. This is possibly a $1,650 shot right here.
Oh, you got the payouts?
Yeah, it was. The numbers were a little bit strange, but 2,750 for the loser of this, and 4,350 for the winner. So 1,600 for this match, 7,000 for second place, and 10,000 for first.
Mm. I mean, he only needs a couple balls, but obviously he's going to make this combination.
Well, he needs 3 more balls. Well, the only thing though, I think if he plays a combination, the 3 will go into the stack. So I think the 3 will open up the stack. Just make sure you don't scratch. Well, can you believe
Man,
it?
there ain't much here.
I think he might be on the 14, and then he's fine. But for a second, I thought he was not gonna have a shot after. Yeah, I agree with HR Biggs on this. Put those like button fingers to work, people. I like how he said that. That was nice. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to this channel too. There's so much more action gonna come. Next up, we will have the semifinal. Well, not the best match, but I appreciate the fact that he said it. Does he get that last point? Yeah. He's on the 11. This is to get to the semifinal. Yeah, there it is. So Thorsten, he goes through to the semifinal, meets Mario Hay next. Also live on Billiardnet TV. So I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. We've had over 400 people live watching. So
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate your time. We will come back in a few minutes. I'm going to restart the streams. And thanks to everyone for watching. Almost getting there for 4,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it.
all right. Well, see you soon in the semifinals of the International
Yep.
Straight Pool Championship.
Let's go, Max.
All right, guys, this is TvMike. I'm cutting a new promo for my living room. It's not very high tech, but it does get the job done. So this is a demo of our sponsor's TV streaming service, which you can check out on your Android box, 4K Fire Stick, your phone, or any other Android platform where you can install an application. And I do have a list of them that you can check out. I recommend the 4K Fire Stick with Ethernet, actually, is the number one choice. But let's get into it here. We have over 5,000 links that are optional up here. You can go through them and find them yourself. Here is some of the basic networks. I'm going to scroll through here. This is basically your extended cable channels. There's a lot of stuff thrown in here extra as well. I'm not going to play anything directly because it just takes too much time. So I'm going to try to cut this video down to 2 minutes. We go over here to US locals. These are your affiliates and statewide news and stuff like that. The list is very impressive. I can't say we have everything, but there's about 600 options in there for you to look at. We have the Canadian networks. We have the UK networks. You can watch billiards under Sky Sports pretty often. Here's our movie section, where you can watch a lot of premium movie channels listed on the left. There's as many as you probably want to get your hands on. This section right here, not available in the trial, but it is available for the full license. It is the fights and wrestling and boxing and UFC, stuff like that. We've got all our major sports networks, packages, football, baseball, basketball, and all that kind of stuff. We have international channels. Check out the Latino section. Check out the Filipino section. There's an Indian section. There's probably pool on certain places. You got special network for the DAZN events. We got Canadian networks. We got a favorite section, which I'll teach you how to use by just going into any channel, clicking on it, hold down the button, and it says add to favorite. Once you add it to a favorite, it's in this section over here. Then you don't have to look for it anymore. All right, so we're getting up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is TvMike. Check out our sponsors streaming TV service. We also have a VOD add-on, stands for video on demand, but I'm not even going to get into this here. It will be provided as a trial. Hit us up, send a message, check it out today. Hey, it's TvMike, and I'm dedicating this one to the Dave. And hopefully I get it right, because this is only about my 55th take on this commercial. Serious, at like 4 in the morning. Over 10 years ago, I joined the Jacoby Custom Cues family as a sponsored authorized dealer. Jacoby Custom Cues are made in America. Hit me up to get a great deal. Let's take a few minutes to go over some of our products. The Blackout Cue, it comes as a break jump or a straight breaker, available in a multitude of colors. Get the deluxe version with the sport grip for the added power and strength. Also, our featherweight and heavy hitter break cues are available. Check out the Element collection for a nice colorful entry-level experience. Sometimes I call those colored laminates. Move up to the HB series or the Heritage series of cues, or come down for the Mag 1 or the Mag 2. They're our standard line of cues. They come in all kinds of colors. Hit me up, ask me what you want, I'll tell you what I got. Let's move on to some of the shafts. Our Black 4, that's our most recent black shaft, carbon fiber. You can also get a Keelwood and all kinds of pins and variants. You got an Ultra Pro, you got a maple shaft. You can check out our original jump cues, maybe the new Nano jump cue, maybe the Extreme Jumper. We got everything you want. Hit me up if you want an extension. I get those out all the time. This is TvMike. I'm an authorized dealer. Hopefully I can close this file out. Thanks.